皆さんまた来てくださってありがとうございます。今日はねニュースの今日かなと思ったんだけど、昨日ね、トランプさんのライブがあってまたなんか演説があったんですよ。もう1時間以上あったと思うんですけど、またそれを短くして消さないでねっていうことで載っけてみます。この2つのことを載っけてるんですけど、このトランプさんが最初大統領になるっていう時に本当に叩きまくったメインメディアっていうのはすごくたくさんのことを叩いたんですけど、の一個の理由に彼は経験がないって、政治家としての経験がゼロ、こんなのはダメっていうことでヒラリーもバイデンも何十年も30年も経験があるんですよって言ってたんですね。だけど今回のこの2つのことはそういう長い政治家が全然できてこなかったのをあっという間にやっちゃったっていう、そのトランプさんの凄さを思ったんですね。でそれと同時にバノンが前回のビデオで本当に世界中のギャングがトランプを怖がったっていう意味がなんとなく分かった気がしたので見てください。やっぱりこの人はなんかまっすぐな人っていう感じで好きです。どうぞ。
And I was opposed to certain things. I was a little bit angry, so I said, "The hell with Anwar. What is Anwar? I don't care." But he called up. He had no flesh in the game. He called up. He said, I hear you're close to getting Anwar approved." I said, "Is that a big deal?" He said, "The biggest." He said, "Reagan tried and he failed. Everybody tried and it failed. Never been done. 60 years they've been trying to get it approved. Never been done. It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest oil site, biggest drilling site, maybe bigger than Saudi Arabia, they say." I said, "Really, that big a deal?" He said, "The biggest. And by the way, how's everything else?" He's just telling me this. And I said, "Everything else is fine. Get off the phone. Bon, goodbye." I said, "By the way, when I said don't worry about Anwar, get it approved." Oh, we got it approved. That's right. He talked me into it unknowingly. He still doesn't know that. But unleashed energy resources like never before, and we achieved something that had never been done. American energy independence. Never been done. Frankly, we were going to have the wall finished in 3 weeks. They could have finished it. We had to get them to move, and we did. And worldwide, millions and millions, in this country, millions and millions of lives. We obliterated the ISIS territorial caliphate and terminated al-Baghdadi and Soleimani. Remember that? We had a hell of a thing. Does anyone know the story about Raisin Cane? General Raisin Cane. So I'm flying over to Iraq, and I meet a group of people, and we land, and we get out, and there's a good-looking general. "What's your name?" He says, "Cane, sir, General Cane." I said, "Oh, good. It's nice. What's your first name?" "Raisin." I said, "What?" "Sir, my name's Raisin Cane." I said, "You mean like a raisin or raisin?" He said, "Either way is okay with me, sir. My name's Raisin Cane." I said, "You're the kind of guy I'm looking for." Because, we had Mattis saying it was going to take 3 years to get rid of ISIS, right? 3 years, Mattis. One of the world's most overrated generals. I would say Milley's in that same category. These are the television. We have great people. Here's the purpose of this story. We have great generals, great people, great military. Then we have the television guys. They're not good, but they're not nearly as important. So this man takes me inside into this incredible, like a bomb shelter and real war place. And he's with another general. And then he's perfect human being. I said, "I wish I had arms like that, soldier." He said, "You could if you work out." I said, "No, thanks. It's not worth that much." He said, "It's too late for that. Too late for that." But we had a good meeting. I said, "So let me ask you a question, General. I'm hearing it's going to take 3 years to get rid of ISIS. What do you think?" I said, "They're wrong, sir." He said, "Well, General Mattis told me 3 years." "He's wrong, sir. He's wrong." "How long would it take?" "We can do it in 3 weeks, sir." I said, "What?" "Raisin Cane. This is Raisin Cane." I said, "What are you talking about?" "We can do it in 3 weeks, so we'll have some time left over, sir." I said, "So how come my Washington generals are telling me 3 years and you tell me?" "Well, sir, they came here and they told us how to do it." I said, "Well, why didn't you do it the way you wanted?" "Because that's not my job, sir. I have to take orders from Washington." I said, "Aren't you allowed to correct them or fight them or recommend, sir, I really can't do that. I really have to do what they say. They come in, whether they know what they're talking about or not, that's what we have to do, sir. There are superiors we have to do. I said, I don't know. We may have to change that system a little bit, but I said, I don't know. He said, so why can you do it? Well, sir, they had us going from this base, and we're very far away from ISIS. And by the time the plane got there, we had to turn back and come back. We hardly had any fuel left. And we have many different places that we can take off, and I'd take off from every one of them, sir. I'd hit them from the left. I'd hit them from the right. I'd knock the shit out of them, sir. We'd hit them all over. We'd hit them from the top and from the bottom. They wouldn't know what the hell was happening. And you think you can do it in 3 weeks? Yes, sir. Less time than that, sir. I said, I'm going to have to go back to Washington and think about this, Raising Cane. And I did, and I spoke to him on Monday. I said, you sure about that, Raising Cane? Yeah, I'm sure about that, sir. So we'll call you back. And sure as hell, we called back a short number of weeks afterwards. Sir, they're all finished, except there's a large group out there, a very large group, and I'd like permission to finish it off, sir. And he said, well, these are human beings. No, sir, they're animals. These aren't human beings. These are tough, hardened people, sir. And I said, well, let's see what you can do, Raisin. Maybe you can talk them out of it. And he said, you can't do that, sir. I said, will they surrender? Maybe surrender? They don't know what surrender means, sir. They have no idea. When you say the word surrender, these are not people that surrender. I said, you know what? Take some of those F-18s or F-16s or F-15s or F-35s, whatever the hell you're flying, and you fly them over them and do it for a day or so. Let's see how they react. He said, I can tell you now, but I'm going to do that, sir. And he did. Calls back. He said, sir, just give me the order, please. I said, what happened? Nothing, sir. Zero. They have no fear, sir. They're a different kind of person, if you want to call them a person at all. I said, all right. General, I guess you have to do your job, don't you? I do my job, sir. And that was the end of ISIS. We destroyed ISIS, the entire ISIS caliphate. Think of that. We have great generals. We have the most incredible military, which I totally rebuilt. We had planes that were older. The grandfathers, you've heard, the grandfathers are flying planes. We're flying planes that now the grandchildren are flying. Same exact plane. All of that stuff's been replaced. It's all new, or it's coming in. But we did $2.5 trillion, and we're very proud of it. And I tell you this, sir, though, because we have incredible soldiers. We have unbelievable, tough, brave soldiers. And, you know, not what you see. It's not what we did in Afghanistan. Most of the military, when they saw that.
めっちゃくつろいでる